Have you ever felt invisible? You reach out, and no one replies. You show up, and no one seems to notice. You give, you care, you try. But it feels like no one cares back. It hurts, doesn't it? That silence. That distance. That ache of being left out. But here's something most people never realize. Sometimes, the people you think don't care actually care the most. They just show it in ways you don't recognize. Because psychology says this. Indifference and care can look surprisingly similar from the outside. And once you understand that difference, you stop feeling invisible. And start seeing the truth. Let's be honest. We live in a world obsessed with attention. If someone leaves you unseen, you feel forgotten. If they don't reply right away, you assume they don't care. But human emotions aren't that simple. People express love, concern, and care differently. And not all of it looks the way you expect. Think about it. You might expect someone to message every day. To say, "I miss you." To constantly show effort. But some people express care through distance. Through silence. Through quiet actions that don't scream attention, but whisper loyalty. Psychology calls this the difference between attachment styles and emotional expression. And if you don't understand it, you'll keep misreading people's behavior. And hurting yourself for no reason. So let's break it down. Here are 4 reasons why someone might seem like they don't care, when deep down, they actually do. Reason number 1, they're caring in silence, because they fear being a burden. Not everyone wears their heart on their sleeve. Some people were raised to believe that showing emotions makes you weak. So even when they care deeply, they hold back. They won't text you every day. They won't say, "I miss you," even when they do. They'll check your social media quietly, hoping you're okay. They'll think of you at 2 a.m., but never hit send. Not because they don't care, but because they're scared. Scared that their care might be too much. Scared that their presence might push you away. They've learned to love in silence. And if you judge them only by their noise, you'll miss the beauty of their stillness. Reason number 2, they care, but they're protecting themselves from rejection. Sometimes, people pull away, not because they stopped caring, but because they started hurting. Maybe they used to text first, call first, make plans. But after being ignored or rejected enough times, they gave up trying. When someone feels like their presence doesn't matter, their brain switches to survival mode. Psychology calls this avoidance. They tell themselves, "I'll stay quiet. I'll stay distant. I won't get hurt again." So yes, they might not reach out anymore. But that doesn't mean they don't care. It means they care too much. And they're tired of caring alone. If you look closely, you'll see it. The way they still notice small details. Still remember what you said last week. Still show up when it really matters. That's love. Quiet love. Hidden behind walls of self-protection. Reason number 3, they care in actions, not words. Not everyone talks their feelings. Some people show them. They might never say, "I'm proud of you." But they'll show up when you need help moving. They'll fix something that's broken before you even ask. They'll bring your favorite snack without you saying a word. That's their love language, acts of service. But here's the trap. If you only value words or emotional validation, you'll miss the subtle ways people show care. You'll think they don't care, because they don't say it. When really, they've been showing it all along. Pay attention to what people do when no one's watching. That's where real care hides. Reason number 4, they care, but they've accepted that you don't notice. This one hurts the most. Sometimes, people stop showing they care. Not because they stopped caring, but because you stopped noticing. They tried. They listened. They showed up. But their efforts went unseen. So they learned to love you from a distance. Not because they gave up on you, but because they stopped trying to prove their worth to someone who couldn't see it. Psychology calls this emotional withdrawal. When someone still feels attached, but stops investing energy in showing it. They'll still think of you kindly, still wish you well, but they'll choose peace over proof. So, what's the real lesson here? Just because someone's quiet doesn't mean they're cold. Just because they don't reach out doesn't mean they've stopped caring. And just because you can't see their love doesn't mean it's not there. Sometimes, the ones who care the most are the ones who stay silent. Because they've been hurt the most. Because they don't know how to show it. Because they're protecting themselves, while still wishing you well. Maybe the real question isn't, why don't they care? But, why do I need them to show it the way I expect? Care doesn't always look like grand gestures. Sometimes, it's patience. Sometimes, it's respect. Sometimes, it's letting you go, even when they still want to stay. So here's your reminder. Stop judging people's hearts by their noise. Look for the quiet ones. The consistent ones. The ones who don't say much, but always show up when it matters. Because sometimes, silence isn't neglect. It's love with boundaries. Care with self-respect. Emotion, without the performance. If this message hit home for you, take a second and think about someone you thought didn't care. Maybe, they just cared differently. Type "I understand now" in the comments. And if you want more videos that help you understand people and yourself on a deeper level, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Because in a world full of noise, real care is often quiet. And those who stay silent might be the ones who truly care the most.